Dr. Mel off in Aruba having a good time, as we should all be spending some time. I just personally just got off the beach myself. I was back just where I live. I was collecting sea glass, and I got a nice bag full of sea glass. But Dr. Mel is going to help us decipher and figure out how best to use the LifeWave patches. And then this afternoon we're going to have a business meeting, so we're going to be we'll be seeing a lot of each other. And I'm totally Dr. Mel is like, hey, she's got a zillion degrees, she's a major influencer. I'm just like, I mean, I'm in total awe of her. I had the chutzpah, I had the chutzpah, the arrogance to ask her age, and she's like maybe let's see, yeah, like almost like a third of my age. But anyway, that I won't think that. But so yeah, so let me get the chats going here. Great. So we don't have a lot of. It looks like only one person, but usually it takes them a minute to come.
Sure.
What? Tell me about your channel. Tell me, you're an Instagram, or what platform do you like?
Yeah, I'm a TikTok influencer. I am really big on TikTok, but I am also on Instagram too, but I have a smaller audience on Instagram.
But TikTok is your best thing.
Yeah, we have about a community of 170,000 followers, and really it's about like getting to the root cause medicine, finding out the why. Why are we feeling the way we're feeling? A lot of people are gaslit by their doctors saying, you're normal, nothing's wrong with you. And really, the purpose of my page is to inform people that, hey, like, if you're not feeling well, if you have bloating, cold hands and feet, if you have any gurgling noises, if you are not energized throughout the day, there is a deeper root cause. And you should not just settle for your lab tests are fine, nothing's wrong with you, and actually, like, find yourself a doctor that's willing to hear and get to the bottom of things for you.
Do you want to like I like to just touch on the this thing. Let's just do this, get this out of the way, and then
Sure.
I'm gonna pick your brains about gut. You're a gut specialist, and so there's so much. I mean, we feel everything in our stomach, so it's a really important topic, and I don't think it's something that Western medicine really knows how to deal with at all, among other things. I'm just get the light.
Sure.
I never know what the weather is going to be like. There we go. Okay. Um, so, okay. My sound is okay. So, sound is not. Hello. Ugh,
We can hear you.
you can hear me? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
It's probably. I don't know why it's. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, it's probably something else. Um, okay, so just to go over what protocol you would use if somebody unfortunately got this. What do you recommend? Which of these LifeWave patches are the best for that sort of situation?
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely we want to get the basis right, which every single person, in my opinion, they need to be using X39 and Eon. X39 because the more we get older, the less stem cells we are creating. So by varying the X39, it signals your own body to create more of its own stem cells. So that is super important because stem cells are pluripotent. They can regenerate themselves into like liver cells, pancreas cells. So that is really like going to the root cause of things by just wearing X39. Now, Eon, on the other hand, reduces inflammation. And as X39 is going and repairing the people that got that thing, repairing their hearts and repairing their energy and whichever systems that went wrong, repairing that system, they do need to be wearing Eon to calm down the inflammation. Because one thing that we see across the board with all of these people who have taken it is that the first thing they do is they create a lot of inflammation in their body. So their body is in distress. We need to calm it down, and that's why Eon is super important. From there on, it kind of depends on like what is going on for the client. So for example, a lot of people I've noticed, they have a reduced amount of energy. The reason being, with the thing, it has a lot of heavy metals in it. It really affects your lymphatic system. So your lymphatic system, it collects a lot of toxins, and lymphatic system is not your blood for toxins to just go and to get excreted. You need an extra boost if you don't take care of it. So I personally also give them energy enhancer. Energy enhancer is a 2-patch system. I'm wearing one today, right now, right here. So the white one always goes on the right, and for the people, and the tan goes on the left. The people who are facing any shortness of breath, I would recommend placing them right here above your chest, kind of up here, and that will bring extra fluids, excessive fluids that have been getting collected there, and it's causing the respiratory problems that they're facing. But also the people who are feeling a reduced amount of energy, they should also wear energy enhancer, because it's really going to energize them and remove the toxin, the heavy metals that has been giving them. Now there is one other go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go. No,
Okay. There is another patch, glutathione. So that one is very important, and I think I have it here too. Yeah, glutathione looks like this. So with glutathione, what it does is our master antioxidant. So your liver has a 2-phase detoxification pathway in a sense, phase 1, phase 2. It's like a conveyor belt that is just moving the toxins down and cleaning your body. So, for example, when a toxin enters in phase 1, your body quickly changes that into a temporary state because it wants to clean it up, right? So it turns it into a temporary metabolite, which this metabolite is very harmful for the body. The reason people get sick and they have chronic conditions and they're not getting well is because these metabolites are just roaming around in their body and they're not getting addressed. So in phase 2 of the detoxification pathway of your liver, this is where you get conjugates, like glutathione is the main one. And this glutathione goes and attaches itself to this metabolite and it neutralizes it. So now it's not in the form of a toxin anymore. This way, your body is able to move it out of your body, out of your system. So this is why it's so important to have glutathione on, because mostly a lot of people, they have a reduced level of glutathione because they took that thing. They have a reduced level because they are drinking too much coffee or too much alcohol or not resting enough. And what this does, it raises your own body's glutathione level by 300%. And it sustains it for 24 whole hours. So imagine how much detoxing you're doing. That is huge. So anybody that has taken the thing, or anybody that has any type of chronic cases like cancer or anything like that, basically everybody needs this. Because your typical glutathione supplement or your typical glutathione IV injection, which I'm telling you is really painful, the IV injection that people do, inside of your body, it's only alive for 7.5 minutes. After 7.5 minutes, it's gone. Yet clinical studies and data have shown us that in that 7.5 minutes, it's going to do massive regeneration and detoxification for your body. So imagine having this as a resource, this advanced technology that allows you to have it sustained for 24 hours at 300%. So if you have taken it, long story short, X39 Eon and wearing this every other day would be a huge game changer for you. Now, as I said, I also touched base on energy enhancer. So if you have shortness of breath, anything with your lungs, energy, make sure you add that on. On the other hand, there is another thing that I would recommend, and that would be carnosine. So carnosine looks like this. I like to wear this at night because it really calms my brain waves. But if you guys like, you can also wear it during the day. Sometimes some people feel a better effect when they wear it during the day. What this basically does, this is a major antioxidant that likes to hang out in your heart and your brain. And it also likes to hang out in your eyes and lungs. So this is why, based on clinical studies and everything we've seen, carnosine is able to reverse many eye conditions in general. Like, go ahead and look at it. The clinical data is there. And a lot of people, like we know, they start having problem with their heart. So by taking this, you're literally calming the inflammation that this creates for your heart and really restoring your heart lining. Even with X39, we know every 6 weeks of being on it, 6 weeks of using the stem cell activation patch, your entire cardiovascular system goes back and becomes 8 weeks younger. And this is huge. Like wearing it day after day, week after week, the accumulated effect is huge. Now, I know I talked a lot, but please jump in if you have any questions and let me know what you would like me to talk about next.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, that's basically. I just really wanted to go over it again. Dr. Stacy always talks about it too, but it's that the X39 is for stem cell reactivation. Now, this is phototherapy, so it doesn't put anything in your body. It simply reflects your own light and shoots it back at you. Sends it back to you, reflects it back to you, to stimulate stem cell reproduction throughout your body. So it's a really incredible technology. And I got into a little bit of a thing with one of the people in my family over. She was saying, the med beds, when are the med beds coming? I'm like, why are you waiting for the med beds, man? We got these things that are going to reset your stem cells. Why do we have to wait for the med beds? I mean, that was just I reacted. I was a little bit harsh, I think. But so we know that X39 resets your stem cells. We have glutathione, which Dr. Mel explained, and the energy patch was designed for the Navy SEALs. So this is like, I personally, I don't use the energy patch every day because I have a lot of energy, and I don't, but if I'm a little tired and if I'm not feeling 100%, I will put on the energy patch. But generally, I don't use it so much. I don't use it every day, but I like to mix and match the patches. And I agree with you about carnosine. I think that's a good idea to take it at night, because when I take it during the day, I get into a total meditative state. And like my thoughts, I'm a person who depends on having thoughts coming into my
Yeah.
mind. And with carnosine, I'm just like, whoa, I'm just like totally at peace. I don't want to say anything. So it's not good for somebody who spends a lot of time blabbing on the internet. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I don't know if you want to answer these questions. If there's anything you want to answer, I'll pin it for you. Like, you want to do this?
Yeah. Absolutely. So, let's see: asthma, fibromyalgia, nerve damage, herniated disc, tear on shoulder, bad arthritis, metal hip implants gone bad, pain, inflammation. Okay, so what you would definitely want to do is try the X39 and Eon. And you guys, we can also help you out. So, definitely, we have the resources. Reach back out, and Guru has a special discount that we will be using for you all. For you, X39 and Eon, but also I would want you to try the X49. So X49 it's a daughter stem cell of the X39, in a sense, in that stem cell regeneration line that they have. And it really is going to help with the nerve damage. It's going to repair the nerves. It's going to give you endurance, muscle strength. So that one will be really good for you. Now, if you are in a huge amount of pain, then I would say use Nirvana System. So Nirvana System, it has a patch and it's also an algae supplement that you can take. This is based on clinical studies, 30 times more effective than morphine. So this is like, if you're in an immense amount of pain, go ahead and take the Nirvana System, the patch and the supplement. But if you're like, it's just a little bit amount of pain that I want to address while I'm getting to the root cause of things, then go ahead and use IceWave. IceWave looks the same exact thing, like the energy enhancer I'm wearing, white on the right, tan on the left. So if you have a tear on the shoulder and here is hurting so much, put the right one on here and the tan one on the other side. So definitely X39, Eon, X49. And the last thing I would recommend for you would be glutathione, because arthritis, the glutathione is going to go and coat the joints, and you're going to see a huge shift with your arthritis as well too. And meanwhile, it's going to detoxify you too. But glutathione is amazing for the joints. So again, a recap: X39, X49, Eon, glutathione, and if you're in a lot of pain, Nirvana System or Ice Wave, if you want to address it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll try this one. Oh yeah, everything. If you're interested in ordering, you can go down to my right below the page on the show more. You can click it on, and it has a Kabbalah Guru and how to order and everything. Or you can just call Dr. Stacy, text Dr. Stacy, and she'll get back to you. And she could. I mean, for me personally, I can't follow directions. I'm like a little bit of a, like I'm a wrong way person kind of guy, and so I call Dr. Stacy. I say, Dr. Stacy, can you help me out? Can you? I just want a bunch of patches, and she just says, okay, don't worry, Ellie, we'll hook you up. So if you're nervous on the web, if you're like me, if you're a wrong way type person, um, call Dr. Stacy or text Dr. Stacy. She's on vacation now, or you can go right through the website below.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay. In the past, NYC injections, I believe, messed up my heart up, myocardial infarction, had a cardiac catheterization, messed my world around. First of all, I'm sorry that you had to go through all of that. Definitely, we do want to use X39 stem cells. It's going to go and generate itself EON to calm down the inflammation, because the myocardial infarction does have inflammation. And carnosine, as I said, carnosine loves to hang out in the heart and your brain, so that one is going to go and repair itself. If you do lack energy, I would highly recommend energy enhancer, because it's going to drain the extra toxins that is in your system and drain the extra fluids that may be around there. And I would place it right here for you. The other point that you can place is right here too, because this is actually a point that's attached to a meridian that's going to affect your heart. So you can just try that. I'm not sure what your budget is or anything, but X39, EON, carnosine, and potentially, energy enhancer. Yep.
Great. We'll try this.
No more pills from pharma. Yes, I 100% agree. And the beauty of this is that you're really not putting anything in your body. As I always like to tell my own clients from TikTok, is that I do co-own a supplement company, but I'm never going to push any supplement on you. Because the way I'm going to heal you or work with you is that I'm going to allow your own body to be able to regenerate itself and get to the root cause of things. So it's the same thing in this situation. Cannabis products, you're again taking something externally and using it to benefit yourself internally. Whereas with this is literally like a Band-Aid. Looks like this, Inside of it is made of organic amino acids, salt, sugar, water, oxygen that forms a crystal lattice structure. So essentially, by using the light, the signal getting transmitted from this to your body, that's all it is. It's not taking cannabis, it's not taking rhodiola for your brain function or magnesium or any supplements like that, outside influences. It's really your body knowing how to get healed and restored. And really, that's beautiful. That's amazing.
Right. It's really amazing, the phototherapy, that it just reflects your own light, basically.
Yeah.
And that's how you heal. Thanks, Carolyn Joe. Love back. Okay, so if there are no more questions, I'm going to ask. Dr. Mel is really a specialist about gut, about issues with, I guess, the digestive system. So maybe you could just for our just enlighten us a little bit about how the patches, how the LifeWave patches help with issues with the gut.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way I like to use them for some of my cases is I like to create like a diamond around the belly button. So I like to put the EON above the belly button, 2 inches above the belly button, for inflammation, because the root cause of all diseases is inflammation. Then I like to put the X39 below the belly button, 2 inches below, because the stem cell activation is going to go and regenerate, whether it's your pancreas, your gallbladder, your large intestine, wherever that you're facing that problem. And then I like to put the glutathione 2 inches on the right side of the belly button. This goes and really detoxifies your body, because even though like some people eat super healthy, yet because their lymphatic and drainage pathways are not opened up, they are not getting any results. The drainage pathways are super important to be opened up. And on the left side of the body, 2 inches on the left side of the belly button, I always place SP6. Now, SP6 is an amazing patch. It looks like this. And basically, what this does, it goes and restores your organs, your liver, gallbladder, kidneys, and it also works with your hormones. So, your thyroid, balancing that cortisol, your adrenals. And we know with any gut problem, it starts affecting your hormones too. So, this goes and balances your blood sugar. It works on your hormone function, it works on your organs. It's an amazing, powerful patch. So, by having these 4 patches around the belly button, you see huge results in a very short amount of time. And that's really amazing. Yeah.
Dr. Mel, what are the 4 patches again? I spaced out for a minute. What was the top patch?
Eon at the top,
Yeah. Okay.
X39 at the bottom, glutathione on the right, SB6 on the left. It's really important that you guys place SB6 on the left and not on the right, and that glutathione stays on the right side of the body.
Cool. Okay, so this is interesting because I also I'm giving X39 glutathione and um, actually, and Eon to my mother, who's 92, and she doesn't really notice a big difference, but she's doing great. And
Good.
it's you're saying that the 95 X32 helped her with her balance during the day. That's amazing. I'm waiting for my mother. I mean, she's only been taking really like maybe a week. I'm waiting for her to like say, my shaking is gone, or well, she has little issues, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's not evasive. You're not There's nothing dangerous about it. I mean, it's not not putting anything into their bodies. So it's
Yeah. And really making sure that you do stay well hydrated. Sometimes the people that don't see a lot of changes is because they're not drinking half their body weight in fluid ounces. Now, I know for some people that's a very large amount, but really, like, you do need to stay well hydrated. You do need to add some electrolyte to your water, making sure it's a quality water. And if you don't have electrolytes, you can just add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt to your water, and it gives you the right amount of minerals.
that's great to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother doesn't. She doesn't like to drink water. um, Here's pregnancy. I guess
Yeah. What about when you're pregnant? Things that helps with hypermesis. I'm feeling super weak. So, technically, that's up to you if you choose to do this or not. I can't like say anything, but if it was me, I would be wearing the energy enhancer, and I would be wearing X39 and Eon. So yeah, energy enhancer is going to be huge for you. And place that at the bottom of your feet. So place the right one at the bottom sole of your feet and the tan one on the left side.
for the energy enhancer
Yes.
on
For
your
her
feet.
specifically, yeah, it's
Uh-huh,
really going to help
uh-huh.
with draining the fluids and giving her the energy that she needs, because it's kind of grounding in a sense. It's going to go throughout the whole body instead of just focusing on the lung area or just on like the heart area. It's really for the whole body. Yeah.
That is so cool. I also want to say that on when you get the patches, there's a little diagram as to where the best placement is. So you're
Yes.
not you won't have to guess. You won't have to remember, what we're telling you now.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, I missed hyperthyroid. We'll come back.
Okay. Would fall sideways without it. And also her hands, when she painted, she would pat her hand or she couldn't paint. Yes, drink water.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
that's exactly like my mother. I gotta get her drink water. Shut. Not easy.
I have hypothyroidism. I've stopped taking my Synthroid for obvious reasons. Which patches should I be using to help with my thyroid? I have all of them. Yeah, Tracy, definitely SP6 immediately. Like, that's going to be your amazing lifesaver patch. You need that. X39 and Eon in the meantime. So these three, wear them every single day. Now, I would also recommend using glutathione every other day to get the detoxification benefits. But really, those three are going to be your best friend.
Cool. Okay, let's see. My mother. Here we go. Here's another one.
My husband has metal aorta valve on warfarin, diabetic, almost 7 years old. Okay. Yes, SP6. It's gonna balance his sugar levels like amazing. Like I can't even speak enough of it. This patch is gonna be amazing. People who were so sick that they couldn't even walk anymore because of bad diabetes, they were able to reverse it. So really, we can't make any claims here, but the testimonials share it all of stories after stories on how people are no longer taking medications because of how they were able to restore their body using this light modality. I would also, though, have them use the carnosine too, because carnosine does help with the blood sugar imbalance, and X39 and Eon. So SP6, carnosine, X39 and Eon.
Okay, I missed this one.
Thyroid nodules, Hashimoto's. Yes, same thing. SP6, Eon, X39. Now, I know some people, they really feel tired. If that's you, I would add an energy enhancer. If not so much, then just go ahead and use glutathione so you get the detoxification benefit.
Great. I want to ask one for me.
Sure.
I have a little like a maybe like the size of a pea type thing under my skin. And I had two of them. I had one surgically removed. I don't want to go back to the doctor. I don't because the last time I went to this doctor, he insisted on giving me a vaccine for this was years ago.
Yeah.
But what is there a patch I could put on that thing specifically to take it down?
Yeah, you could try aloe vera. So aloe vera works amazingly for the skin and any skin problems or symptoms that you have. Yeah, so yeah, place it on there, see how it goes. I would also place like X39 or Eon during the day on it and see
On
what that does. Hmm.
X39 and Eon. Should I put it around it?
Yeah,
Like,
you can put it around it.
but now the aloe vera should be mostly done at night.
Always at night. Never wear your aloe vera during the day.
Okay, so I could put the aloe vera at night and do the X39 and the Eon during the day
Yeah,
in
just put
in that
one of
area.
them. You don't have to put both of them during the day. Yeah, one of them is fine.
Great, I could alternate. Okay, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to ask that from Dr. Stacy. And any other? Let's see. Any other questions we have here? Anybody? Any specific questions? I mean, you prefer that type of water that you're drinking now?
Yeah, I like drinking this water, but it does have controversies. So some people are like, no, it's not super good for you. Some people are like, it's fine. It is charcoal purified in a sense. The water that I prefer drinking is this, sometimes aquapana, because it's super healthy, from Italy, and also Mountain Valley is a great water source too.
But you like to put a pinch of the Himalayan salt in there.
So when I drink smart water, it does have added electrolytes. I don't add anything to it. But when I drink Crystal Geyser or Aquapana or Mountain Valley, then I do add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt.
Cool.
Yeah.
So here
I have anxiety, restlessness, and agitation. What is the best combo for mental type issues like this? Yes, Nirvana is going to be your best friend because Nirvana goes and gives you more beta endorphins. It balances the brain waves. Like you immediately get that sense of chill and calm. So that's amazing. Like some days at my practice, really a lot of stuff goes wrong. Like somebody goes, somebody comes. It's kind of funny. And those are the days that I meditate for an hour and a half every single day, the last 14 years of my life. So I'm definitely a very centered individual, but I do have those days that I'm super anxious and agitated myself too. So that's what I use. I add Nirvana. And I obviously X39 and Eon are important too because you want to get to the root cause of your problem, where whatever that caused the anxiety. So yeah, but X39, Eon, and Nirvana for you.
You might use carnosine too. I mean, carnosine for me anyway just totally levels me out.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And you can use it during the day if you choose to do that for mental health, because it really gives you that mental, calmness.
List of prices.
Yeah, absolutely. Send us a message and we'll be happy to help you out, Rubia.
Or you could check out the website too if you want. But yeah, either way is fine. I lost. Oh, I lost my little Skippy.
Um, by Skippy, is that like,
Probably a
I'm
dog, a doggy.
okay. So yeah, I would definitely try the Nirvana patch as well, along with X39 and Eon. That will definitely help. Um,
Can you put up the website? Yeah, I could actually do that. Let me do that. I'll put up the information. Okay, I'll be right back.
sure.
Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry about that. Now
Well,
let's.
Shadell, I see your comment. You were following until I stated that I drink water. That is not good. Gee, so I think that comes to a lot of controversies of whether you think something is good for you or not. Personally, I feel like it's fine enough for my body. Like, you have to be more intuitive with your body too. A lot of stuff, no matter how healthy it is, like your body may not resonate with it. A lot of times I do need to drink this because I feel like my body definitely needs the electrolytes that this has, and I go for it. And I don't feel like it's not tap water, obviously. It's distilled water, it has electrolytes. So really, like, it's about going with what you feel like is right for your body and making an informed decision based on research and knowing that, okay, I want to choose to do this or I don't want to choose to do that.
And one thing I want to say about prices, you can buy like a wholesale patch, which is 3 patches. It says X39, but you can mix and match. You could put 2 other types of patches on there if you want to just try out some different patches, and that's wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the website. We got that. Let's see. Oh wait a minute, I took off the. I'll leave
Mm-hmm.
that. It says. Well, you know what? I'll just put it back on.
Sure. So lion's mane is amazing for nerves and memory. And I 100% support it. I even take things like that too. But the thing is, you really want to get to the root cause of the problem, as I like to continue saying. So, what caused the memory to go wrong? Like, is it lack of stem cells? Is it because of too much heavy metals? In which case, you need carnosine. Like, what originally caused it? To me, it feels like in the holistic world today, there are a lot of doctors that are like, they are using the same big pharma approach to do the same thing in holistic medicine. So they're saying, go and take lion's mane, go and take magnesium for this, go and take that. And by the end of the day, you have to be on 8 to 12 different supplements just to mask more symptoms. And that's not the purpose here. Like, we really want to get to the root cause of the problem. And that means, like, finding a few things that really resonates with your body and using that and fixing that at the root, instead of just masking with lion's mane and rhodiola and chamomile and valerian roots. That's why it's super important to really dig deep and do that.
So the X39 actually resets, actually helps you produce new stem cells, which is if you did it like clinically, it would be incredibly expensive and not nearly as effective. Because when you put on the X39, it continually is helping you, regenerate stem cells. And
Yes.
the only thing is you can't decide where in your body it's happening. But this is really this is approaching, it's not dealing with symptoms, you're dealing with actually resetting your DNA and resetting your cells to a younger a younger thing. That's why I look so, I know I look
Mhm.
like I'm about 26 myself, but it's because I'm taking these patches, and I'm also, I also like Cassia. I mean, that's my other product, but I think, they can be worked together. But this is cutting edge kind of thing. This is really about, this is, I think, on the level of the med bed, because you're not putting anything in your body. You're not
Yeah.
the patches don't put anything in your body. They simply reflect what you already have, and put it to work. So, and reset your stem cells, which is really the source of all healing.
Yeah.
Let me just
Absolutely.
see. Here's a question about, can you take the patches pregnant? I guess.
Yeah, so because we haven't done any clinical testing on pregnant women, we cannot say like it's safe for them. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you. And, we've had people that have taken it when they were pregnant, but I cannot, recommend it for pregnant women because I like to stay off of that. But yeah, it's a conscious choice that you would want to be making yourself.
Let's see.
Having Cell Defender is also a magical supplement. Yeah, I mean, supplements are amazing. As I said, like, I definitely promote them, but we do want to fix the bottom of it.
Right. So here you're not putting things in. You're just mixing different things to stimulate your own body's ability to heal itself. So it's a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to go back to the. So how we doing? We're any questions? Any we out of questions or?
So, Guru, how do you feel about the patches? Like, how do you
I
feel
I
based on your wisdom about the patches? I'd love to hear.
I love them, and I do. I'm like a dial up. I'm an old hippie, and I've taken a lot of substances
Mhm.
in my life. So I kind of take the approach, like, I'm like you. I kind of meditate in my own way. I don't actually sit and meditate, but I have a certain way of going through my day. But I usually can determine in the morning what direction the day is going in. So I I like to use different patches depending on the day. Like, I'll use carnosine if I want to just stay calm, and I don't want to produce a lot of creative thinking.
Yeah.
um, and I'll use the energy patches, like I said, if I have to do something, physical, or I want to really work out that day. But so I love the patches in that they're not just it's not just like you're a robot and you just take these patches and you hope it heals you. It's like you can dial in specific healing methods in by doing this, and I just think it's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. um, I think we have a question there too. How long does it take for people to notice a change in your experience? So we have those people in the One Patch Wonder Club. They wear it and they immediately feel a difference in their energy and their sleep on day one. But in reality, it does take a good 6 weeks to 3 months before you can see anything. So we like to give it 90 days for everybody to make sure that they do get like most benefit. But yeah, a lot of people experience something around the 3 weeks to 6 weeks mark. Some people more, because you got to remember this is addressing the bottom of the problem. So sometimes you may not immediately feel a change on the surface because that's more on the surface when it's working so deep within your body. Yeah.
Here's a good question. Gout. That's a,
For gouts, yeah, great question. I would be using the X39 Eon glutathione. And also, I had a client, she did also use energy enhancer for gout too. But really, like getting those in, X39 Eon and glutathione would be huge for it.
great. So I also want to say that this afternoon at 6:30, Dr. Mel and I are going to be doing a Zoom meeting for anybody if you want the business. Now, the whole business model kind of frees you from the matrix. That's my thinking. It's just like, I mean, it's freeing me from the matrix. It's just like, I was dependent on YouTube for my income, and they've taken me down countless
Mhm.
times. I lost Instagram. I mean, I'm constantly battling the censorship. So this
Yeah.
gives me a way to make an income without having to like sit in front of a desk and do something that I hate, or go back to my job teaching in the public schools, which is also very not a pleasant situation for me. So
Mhm.
I encourage people, if you're searching for a way to make a living, and you want to help people, and you want to spread some technology, I think economically this is the wave of the future, because the old structures, the big corporations are dead in the world. They're going to be completely destroyed soon. I mean, that's what I'm seeing in the news, that the whole system on the planet is about to be revolutionized. We're going through a global transformation, and in the future, small businesses, where a couple of smart people, a couple of like together people collaborate and use technology. You don't need to have a huge, office park, or you don't need all that anymore. It's better to be fast and simple and light, and produce something that's really cutting edge. I mean, there's nothing like this in the medical world. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to a doctor. I just, period. Unless I have like a medical, like an emergency type situation, broken bone or something like that. But well, yeah, then I would definitely go to the hospital. But
Yeah.
I mean, to go to the hospital, to go to a doctor now, after what they did to us with this, I mean, it's just like, I don't think so. I don't see it. But this is a,
Yeah.
a,
And
a way to really get to, like you said, the root problems.
yeah, and yeah, I totally, as a doctor, I respect the medical fellow professionals too. But I feel like when they are not accepting and receiving of cutting edge information, that's where I have problems with. Obviously, if you are having a heart attack, go to the doctor, go to emergency room, or if something major has happened, please go ahead and do it. But when there are so many beautiful things that you can do, so many advanced stuff that you can take and use, so you can prevent diseases from happening, or you can restore yourself, then I feel like there's no need to be popping chemical pills like candies, when you can really restore your body naturally. And definitely this opportunity has been a blessing for me as well. And really, it's amazing. It's all about education, so it's not about like promoting anything. Like, that's how our heart has been from the very beginning. I'm blessed to be working with a group of more than 2,000 doctors in my own business that I run, and it's really wonderful because the way we approach it is not about sales. It's about educating people and offering it, because you never know. You may come across someone that needs it and be able to totally help them through it. And that's what started this whole thing for me to begin with. I lost somebody very dear to me about 2 years ago, and had I known about this technology a little bit sooner, he would be still alive today. So that's why I'm doing this, for the purpose of having a mission and making as many people aware that yes, there are these beautiful modalities, these simple round patches that you can take to prevent diseases, so you don't suddenly pass and not be able to do anything. So yeah, that's amazing.
Beautiful. So, if there are no more questions, I guess we'll call it for now. Let's see, mixing. Yes. So we'll call this. But we will be reconvening at 6:30 this evening, Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be doing a Zoom meeting. So if you're interested, or even you don't have to be interested in the business. If you just want to come and just hang out with it, that's fine. Or if you're thinking about it, or
Yeah.
if you're considering it, please come to the tonight at 6:30, and yeah, Dr. Mel, thank you so much. It was
Thank
really a
you.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. Do you want to put the Zoom link for them too, Guru?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they know the
Oh,
link,
wait, yeah.
the Zoom
Here's this
number.
thing. Let me get the Zoom number. Yeah, I'll get it.
It's two two
Oh,
zero
you want
zero zero 39417.
you want me to? I'll you know what? Let me just write that down. What is it?
Yes,
Two two
please.
two
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 two zero zero zero
zero
three
zero
nine four one seven.
7. Just check this for me. that right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay, so
exactly.
that's the Zoom link if you want to come at 6:30 tonight. And
Yes.
we do this every week now. We do it with Dr. Stacy, with Dr. Mel. It's just such a pleasure to get to meet you, and
Thank you.
and I'm learning so much from you guys. It's really it's tremendous technology.
Yeah, absolutely. There is no passcode. So feel free to join this Zoom number, and we will see you all in about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Okay, thanks so
Thank
much,
you for
everyone.
having me.
Pleasure. God bless.